Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Elder Scrolls Oblivion with only 2 people controlling 1 character was hilarious. Let's follow that up with a challenge that I doubt I can actually beat. Today's the day that we figure out would I be able to beat Pokemon Gold with a team of only 1 Spinarak. So Spinarak is a super weak bug and poison type Pokemon from Gen 2's early game. Stats-wise, we're almost totally equal with a bit less speed and a bit more attack. We're weak to rock, fire, flying, and psychic, so we've got some pretty common weaknesses. And our moveset by level up is awful, with the first move with more than 20 power not showing up until level 53. And even then, it's a special attack move. By TM, there isn't much we want, but at least we can get Sludge Bomb. Problem is that I won't be able to get that until we have at least 4 gym badges. So for a solid half of the Johto part of the run, we won't have any good moves. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all of this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. I'm gonna say that I can beat Johto, and maybe I can take out Blue, but I think Red will just be too strong for us. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Spinarak. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Chikorita with Spinarak, so that we can do the whole run with it. I picked to replace Chikorita so that our rival would have Typhlosion, probably the hardest for us to fight. I name him Sabu, because he's just like my new kitten. Climbs on everything, loves using Fury Swipes, and probably hides great evil behind his veneer of cuteness. Also, he has lipstick on his head, isn't that absolutely adorable? Anyway, the early trainers are surprisingly easy after I leveled up on Metapods first. For as weak as we are with only Poison Sting, we still poison Pokemon safely enough to take them down. The first gym is a flying one though, and even their gimmick move of Mud Slap would be super effective against us, so I'm not exactly confident. I decided to do Bellsprout Tower first. We're only neutral against them and we can't poison them, but we quad resist grass moves, so they can't do more than 1 damage to us. So this is a first, but we actually didn't just lose to Falkner, we lost to the first trainer in the gym. We can't beat Spearow at this level since he's faster and has Peck, so I actually have to grind a little more. Finally, at level 16, I could get to Falkner, but I couldn't actually beat him. I was just 1 or 2 Poison Stings away from victory, but his Gusts took us down. I bet I could win at level 17. So, I try again at level 17. I have Nightshade at this point, but all of Falkner's Pokemon are half normal type, so we can't use it. I still can't win though, so maybe at level 18? Finally, at level 18, I managed to hang on from Pidgeotto's final Gust, with only 1 health left, and we took him down. Well, that was harder than I expected. Thankfully, the trainers on the way to the next gym were all really easy. Because we're such a high level, Nightshade is pretty strong this early in the game at least. It does the same amount of damage as our level, so this early in the game dealing 18 damage reliably is pretty strong. Can't use it on normal types though. Anyway, Bugsy's Bug Gym is super easy. We resist bug moves because of our poison typing, and Nightshade carried us through. I doubt that strategy will work much longer though. Right outside is a rival fight. We're just not ready for it though. Nightshade does just under half of his health and damage per hit, and we're outsped and go down to Ember fast. I'll need 1 or 2 more levels. 2 levels later and we're level 25. Thanks to the extra damage on Nightshade, we're able to win the battle pretty easily on the first attempt. Finally, we can go and upgrade our moveset again. Now that we have access to the National Park, I went ahead and grabbed the TM for Dig. It's going to be our strongest move until after the 4th gym, and because abilities didn't exist yet, Haunter and Gengar can still get hit by ground moves. Since they're part poison, this is probably the best way of beating the Ghost Gym Leader. I also grabbed the Quick Claw while I was here since our speed is terrible. Let's worry about that normal type gym first though. So it's on to the normal gym, and I tried this 20 times. I kept on almost winning, but Miltank would either make me flinch, I'd get crit, or awkward Quick Claw timing with Dig would occasionally cause me to take 2 hits of rollout instead of just the first one, guaranteeing we faint. Miltank is a beast, and I need to level up more. Finally, at level 32, after many tries, we got this victory. Honestly, if not for all the weirdness with crits and Quick Claw activating when we needed it the most, we probably would have lost. I thought it was over thanks to her using Milk Drink so much, but I did manage to whittle her down to low yellow health with Leech Life so that I could finish her with Dig. It seems like she only uses Milk Drink when her health is red. Before I go ahead to the next area of the game though, it's Friday when I'm playing, so I go get the Poison Barb. It's a held item that will power up our poison moves by 10%. Pretty much useless with Poison Sting, but when we get Sludge Bomb, this will give us a much needed power boost. After that was the Ghost Gym, but it was actually a complete no damage sweep with Dig. I kind of figured that Gengar would be faster than us, but we actually attacked first, so I'm gonna chalk that one up to the Quick Claw. With that done, I head straight for the Team Rocket base. Although we don't need to do this yet, and there isn't anything we want here, beating this allows us to get the Sludge Bomb TM from the Gate Guard up near the Lake of Rage. It's pretty much the Poison-type equivalent of Thunderbolt, although it's very slightly weaker, and of course it causes poisoning rather than paralysis. This is going to be the strongest move we can learn the whole game when we factor in the same type attack bonus. Plus, it uses our attack stat, so that's nice. The Fighting Gym ended up being incredibly easy with our new Sludge Bomb, so that's a good start. The Ice Gym, on the other hand, was rougher. The fight started easy enough with Seal and Dugong, but Piloswine resists poison, so Nightshade ended up being stronger. We only won this attempt thanks to a missed Blizzard, but I'm sure we could have won within 5 tries regardless. After that is the Steel Gym, and this one had me worried. Magnemite was a one-shot with Dig, but Steelix is a tanky beast. It has such high defense that even with Dig being super effective, it did less damage than Nightshade. The only reason we were able to beat Steelix is because he missed an Iron Tail, and it was still with a sliver. Thankfully, the last Pokemon is a Magnemite again, so I just beat it with one Dig. Anyway, next is the rocket takeover of Radio Tower, but the only real fight here is our rival. Despite this usually being the hardest rival fight though, it was a no damage sweep. Dig and Sludge Bomb did a great job. Last for the gyms is the Dragon Gym, but we were strong enough to one-shot Claire's Dragonairs, and Kingdra didn't last long either. I am really surprised that I'm doing that much damage. Finally, before the Elite Four is the final rival battle. I thought this was going to be a big problem early on because he uses Golbat and Typhlosion, and they almost took us out, but the entire rest of his team was a sweep with Dig and Leech Life, so it was a quick victory. Let's check our stats before we get into the Elite Four. I've got to say, these are incredibly low, even by my usual standards. Considering we can't learn anything super effective against the Pokemon Champions team, we might not be strong enough. I'm willing to try though. Make your final guesses on if we can win or not. Let's do this. First is Psychic Trainer Will. This fight was brutal because although we were able to outspeed and one-shot most of his team, the second Xatu is actually faster than us, and because of that, on every attempt we either ended up getting confused or losing most of our health to Psychic. In this attempt, we got really far thanks to our critical Leech Life one-shotting Executor and healing us, but if we didn't crit, then we would have just gone down to Psychic. Considering Slowbro at the end just took us out, and he probably didn't need that crit, we need to get stronger. A couple of levels, and we should outspeed Xatu and win thanks to that. Literally, one level later though, and we outsped Xatu, and won easily as a result. Slowbro still hits us like a truck, but he can't take us down from full health. Second is Poison Trainer Koga, and this was a brick wall that I'm sure you'd all expect. We don't have anything to deal with poison types, aside from the brute strength of our own Sludge Bomb with the Poison Barb, or the fixed damage of Nightshade, and those aren't strong enough. If I had learned Psychic, then maybe that would have helped, but we would have had to have gotten rid of Leech Life, and that's not only got the same type attack bonus, but it actually uses our attack stat, so I kept it. I'll have to level more. To grind, I just fought the Elite Four over and over. That way, I'd know exactly when I'd be ready to beat Koga. At level 71, we had this attempt where we just hardly managed to get past him, but it took some luck to not just get confused and lose that way. Muck was almost able to shut us down near the end with Acid Armor, but we could do just enough damage with Nightshade to finally win. Third is Fighting Trainer Bruno. Nothing much to say about this one, Sludge Bomb made pretty short work of his team. Fourth is Dark Trainer Karen. Even with us getting Sand Attacked instantly, we still won on the first try easily. Finally, Pokemon Champion Lance, and it goes exactly how you'd expect. We can't seem to get past Aerodactyl. Lance's entire team is part flying type, and we have nothing to deal with that. We're slow and frail. We just can't win this fight without more grinding. Many tries later, all the way at level 83, and we finally get our first attempt where I can actually beat Aerodactyl, just to end up completely, cleanly sweeping the rest of his team without taking a hit. Considering every other attempt I did at level 81 just ended with an early loss, this was pretty surprising. With that victory, we get into the Hall of Fame and win the run, but you know it's not over yet. Gen 2 has all of Kanto in it, so I've got to try my hand at beating Blue and Red. I'm pretty confident that I can beat Blue, although I could have to be max level, but I doubt I can beat Red without Double Team. Still, it's worth a try. Alright, Blue time. Pidgeot was a one-shot with Sludge Bomb, but next is Rhydon, and he stirred up a Sandstorm. 2 digs took him down, but we lost a bit of health in the process. RK9 is third, and he was hurt right off the bat by Sandstorm, but it quickly faded as we left him with a sliver off Dig. Flamethrower brought us all the way down to 22 health, and he used a full restore, so I was pretty convinced I'd lose, just for a critical Sludge Bomb to one-shot him. Fourth is Alakazam, who we actually outsped in one-shot, and it's a good thing we did, because there's no way I would have survived a hit. Last was Water Onix and Executor, but both were one-shots with Sludge Bomb, winning us that fight. Finally, it's time for the final battle with Red, so let's take one last look at our stats. They're not that bad overall anymore, but Red has some pretty high-level, fully evolved Pokemon. I'm just hoping that our attack stat can carry us through this fight. But I suspect that if we're gonna lose, it's because of Snorlax. Let's find out. So I try Red a handful of times, and on our best attempt here, we critically hit Snorlax, leaving him with a sliver. We still took tons of damage from Pikachu's Thunder and Snorlax's Body Slam, but this was my first try where I could actually take him down. We even took down Venusaur, but Charizard was just too much. I'm confident though that if we were a few levels higher, we could have won this attempt. Still, it's reliant on a crit on Snorlax, so that's not exactly easy. At level 75, I try again a couple more times, and we have this great run where Snorlax used Amnesia, so he never took a hit, but we still couldn't handle Charizard's Flamethrower. Alright, I've got some rare candies, let's try this again at level 100, and see if we can hang on with a sliver maybe. Finally, at level 100, we get back to Charizard with no Sunny Day active, and no damage taken, and even when we hang on, we still couldn't take him down in one shot, so we lost. But what if I used Quick Claw instead? On my very first attempt with Quick Claw, not only did it activate, but we critically hit him to knock him out. That was incredible. Espeon is next, and it's a good thing that it activated again, because I don't think I would have survived a single shot of Psychic. Last was Blastoise, and we instantly crit him too for the victory. We probably didn't need that crit since I doubt he could one-shot me, but that's still pretty incredible. I have to say, that one wasn't that bad. I was expecting to be too slow and too frail to do that very well, but I ended up hardly having to grind. I really hope you guys like that run. For next week's Pokemon Challenge, I'm finally going to do the Dustox and Beautyfly double Pokemon run in Emerald that you guys have been requesting for ages. As always though, I'm looking forward to your suggestions in the comments, in the challenge request section of my Discord channel, and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. If you guys want to see more challenges like this, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I can always use more ideas from you guys on what I should do next. Also, check out the playlist in the description to watch all the Pokemon challenges that I've already uploaded. If you guys want to see more Pokemon stuff from me, my friend Whatageek and I have done randomizer playthroughs of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Black and White, Red and Blue, and now we're doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire over on his channel, linked in the description. You can also watch myself, Whatageek and Gusa playing Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon X here on my channel. Also come to the Twitch TV streams and tell me that this video sent you. It's always cool to hear how you found the channel. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.